Good morning. Hello, chocolate cherry. Good morning. Getting myself ready here. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can before it starts raining today. Everybody come on in. If you know somebody that knows somebody that wants to come in on the live today, tell them to join us this morning. Chocolate cherry, drop me a thumbs up if I actually know who you are. Guess not. Can you hear me okay? Anybody? Good morning. So I have my shears out this morning because one of the things I noticed when I came out to look yesterday is that I have some things that are ready to be harvested, and with the rain, too much rain will have your tomatoes splitting if you don't pick them in time. So let me show you before. Hi. I'll show you before I pick anything today. Good morning. I'll just give you a little tour of what we're gonna pick today. It's a little surprise. I was very surprised when I saw it yesterday. Oh, but you know what? Before I get started, thank you for joining in this morning. Um, you don't have to wake up this early. I wake up this early, so I appreciate anybody who joins the live stream this early. So Farmer Chaz here, thanking everybody for joining us really early in the morning before most people are up. The birds are up, but we're normally not up at this time. At least most of us aren't. So before I start picking any surprises today, let me give you a little prequel of what we're gonna be doing today. Let me turn this camera around so you can see what we have. So if you look down there, we're gonna pick. It's not all the way red, but we're gonna pick that today. If you look down in there, look at the green pepper, the hot peppers over there. Zoom in a little bit. We have some over there, right? And then look at there, we have a Roma tomato, needs to come out of the garden. But the biggest surprise, oh, hey Jan, the biggest surprise that I have, let me pull the leaves back, is check it out. I got a squash ready to be picked. Actually, two of them. Check on the backside, right? And you come over here, pull the leaves back. Oh my God, the zucchini grew in one day. It wasn't that big yesterday, but I guess because it rained a lot, it grew. So we're gonna pick these out today, and we're gonna cut back some of these leaves today. So let me just glove up. If you check in here, can't see it too good, but if you take a little peek, there are some cherry tomatoes we're gonna reach in there and grab. We're gonna pull off all the leaves on the bottom of this plant today, this morning, as many as we can before the rain gets us. I see a raindrop on my phone. Hopefully we can make it today. And then one thing that I'm very happy about is I found a pot that I received a plant in, and I think I know the name of one of the unidentified pepper plants that I have. So let's start off. Maybe I'll just sit this down in the grass so that you can all see. Instead of picking it with my hands today, I'm gonna take one of my glove up a little bit, and because I don't want to pull the plant and destroy it and rip it, I'm just gonna cut this tomato out. Pretty decent size, right? And let me turn you a little bit. Let me turn you to this side. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to pull anything. So I'm gonna pick some jalapenos here And is this the, yeah, this one's ready. I'm gonna leave the one on the back. Then you look here, got a jalapeno here. I'm gonna leave these two baby ones here. All right, so we got our jalapenos and our tomato. I'm gonna reach in over here. See if I can sit you on here. See if we can get these baby squash. Rich, we're not gonna pick the baby squash. We're gonna pick the ready squash. We're gonna leave a few of the baby squash in there. So, this bush kind of sticky, but one of the things you can do is go in and trim out any of the leaves that are below. Check it out. We got SQUASH, 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 squash. Good morning, everybody. Get this. What I'm doing now is, y'all know I watch a lot of videos, and I do a lot of research online. And what they say is you could cut back any leaves that are below the squash that have already ripened. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm doing it so that I could see up in here. Here we go. We got another one. So based off the look off of these, those are crooked neck squash. Let me see. I want to see all the messages. All right. So let's go in here and try to grab up this zucchini. Before we do that, let me just cut back some more of these leaves. Rich, I'm gonna try to make it out here as long as I can before it's kind of hard for me to see the messages that y'all put in there. Oh, you never ate a squash ever? I didn't eat them until I was an adult, but they're delicious. So Rich Black Man says this, he's never had a squash in his life. Well, you never ate a squash. They're delicious. All right, can you guys see this big zucchini out here? Pull this flower off. Man, it's kind of big, so you want to really gauge how big it is. It's the size of like my forearm. Pretty decent size. Hopefully it's not too big. My grandmother had a lot of zucchinis. She's made some zucchini bread already, so like I said, a big indicator. Hopefully it's not too big, but we're gonna try it out. Maybe I'll do a little content for you guys with me cutting through it to see if it's too big or not to really enjoy. If you have any suggestions on recipes, okay. So I'm gonna come over here And what I'm doing now, y'all, is cutting back leaves so that it will make the plant produce more. I have another baby squash over here that I'll be picking in a couple days. I don't want it to get too big. Actually, two or three. And what I also want to do is get these leaves off of my cucumbers in the back. I'm going to take the camera around so you can see the cucumbers in the back in a bit. Something's eating this leaf, so I might as well cut it away. Okay. Okay. So, I'll turn you around in a minute. Let you see the cucumbers in the back. The reason why I'm cutting back these leaves, you see them down there? Oh, I had these boots for a long time. And the grass is wet, so I had to do it. So the cucumbers, you can see they're finally starting to get a little big. If you go a little bit closer, you'll see that they're going to start budding soon. That's what we want to see, the budding. But we want to make sure that they're getting plenty of sunlight. I might need to go in there and thin it out a little bit. Oh, look, we have one of them on this side that is starting to get tendrils already. So you see this little thing, that's a tendril. What we want to do is guide it to grab one of these strings so that the cucumbers grow straight up. I didn't know that it had tendrils already. So I see something new every time I come outside, which is great. I don't want to cut this one, but I think we're good with cutting back on this squash plant for now. It still looks very full. Maybe not the squash plant, but that's okay. Is what good or bad? Rich is asking, is that's good or bad? Is what good or bad? Yeah, it's okay that I cut those leaves if that's what you're talking about. So, on this side, remember I showed you guys this tomato? I'm gonna cut it. If I could sit this down. All right. So, what I'm hoping is, once I cut the tomato out, that it actually makes the other ones start ripening sooner. So it's not all the way red, but like I said, with the rain, I don't want it to get ripe and then like split, because then it's kind of like destroyed. So yeah, we got a Roma tomato. This is like a pasting tomato, so you could make like tomato paste, tomato sauce. You cook with it. So there we go. All right. Say hi. My gimbal wants to. All right. Turn you around. Okay. So thank everybody for tuning in. I am starting to get a little drizzle rained on, so I'm going to end the stream for now. Hopefully I see everybody back here next Wednesday. and I'll show you a list in the enclosed garden space, and we'll talk a little bit about what I use on my plants and maybe even harvest a little bit more stuff. But let me know what you want to see. Drop some comments and likes. Make sure you're subscribed, and I hope to see you next time.